What's up, guys? Justin Brock here, the Medicare Guru, if you will, the Medicare Guru. And today I'm going to take a minute before we have a lobby full of customers right now that I have to get out to, but I wanted to take a minute here with Sid and go over what I wanted to go over is the 3 practical tips for insurance agencies. I thought about making this 3 practical tips for insurance agents, but I want to say agencies because the first tip is that even if you're an inception level agent or a 2-man shop or a 3-man shop, you are a business. Okay, that's the first tip, is you are a business. Treat yourself like a business. In all your interactions, think about what does a business do. Okay, the WWJD bracelets that people have, what would Jesus do? You need one that says, what would a business do? What would a WWABD? Because if you're acting like an agent and just trying to do things that are going to make you the next little money, then you're not acting like an overall business. How would a business continue to operate? Number 2, kind of reel it back a little bit. One thing that businesses need more than anything is excess capital to invest in growth, paying their payroll, their employees, their advertising, their marketing, expansion. Okay, that's what a business needs. A business exists to grow. When a business is not growing, it is shrinking. Okay, so what does a business need? A business needs excess capital, and it needs to be able to use that to continue to grow. So that's tip number 2. Is when the business needs excess capital, how does it get it? Or tip number 3 would be, how do you get that capital? Income producing activities. Okay, what I'm seeing a lot of business owners, insurance agency owners, insurance agents spend their time doing is setting up their LLC, worried about their ad copy. They're doing all these things, and I'm not saying that those things don't have to be done. And I'm going to give you a bonus tip at the end on how to compartmentalize that, and you're not going to like it, but that's what I'm going to give it to you anyway. When you're an independent agent or a very small business owner, 1, 2, 3 people or less, what you have to do is spend the 9 to 5, the 8 to 5, the primary hours of the day on income producing activities. You have to be making phone calls to talk to clients. You have to be making phone calls to talk to new prospects. You have to be asking for referrals. You have to be closing. What's his name say in the Glenn Ross movie? Always be closing. Always be finding someone to make them a customer. That's why sales should not be a dirty word here. That's what all businesses do. Tell me a business that doesn't have sales as an aspect of what they do. You buy houses, you buy insurance, you buy cars, you buy healthcare, you buy all kinds of stuff. Somebody yesterday told me, there's a guy in the healthcare sector, he said since COVID happened, skilled nursing facility and long-term care facility admission rates are down. They're getting reimbursed at higher rates per head now, so they're admitting less people. So they're coming to the conclusion less often that someone needs to be in that facility. Why? Because sales is even a part of healthcare. Normally they have to fill more beds to create their margins where they need them, but now they're not having to. So it's interesting because people think, sales isn't part of everything. Sales is part of charity. You have to sell the idea of donating to a charity. Sales is part of everything. Sales is not a dirty word. So my tip number 3, which is the most important, is the foundation for treating yourself like a business, and the foundation for your business needing excess capital is that you have to sell. You have to be doing income producing activities. What is it that makes you more money? If you're an insurance agency owner, an insurance agent, it's selling insurance. It's finding people to buy. It's prospecting and selling, prospecting and selling. Always be closing. Sales cures all. Those are all relevant to that topic. Now, I'm not saying that other little tasks aren't important, but if you're not big enough to have hired those tasks out yet, you're going to have to do those after hours. That's part of being a business owner. Being a business owner isn't about taking vacations whenever you want. It's about controlling the entire thing. Okay? So you're going to have to do that after hours. That's 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. That's, and then if you have a wife and kids, you're going to have to manage that too. Sorry. That's just the way it is. Because between 9 to 5, if you're not focusing on income producing activities, you're screwing yourself. Now, eventually, You could hire out the sales, you could hire out the small tasks, you can hire out whatever level you want to. And that's a whole nother topic as far as what's the appropriate way to scale. But, right now, if you're an independent agent by yourself, a captive agent by yourself, if you have 1 or 2 employees, but that's not enough, it's never enough, by the way. You grow more employees, then you end up growing your reach, your business grows, you need more employees. It's never enough, never enough. You hire people, you're always able to do more and grow more, but you end up taking on more too because you have a larger capacity. Winners always have more to do than they can possibly do in a day. That's probably what makes them successful, is going out and taking on more. So, 3 tips. Businesses need you are a business. Treat yourself like a business. Businesses need excess capital. You get the excess capital by doing income producing activities within the peak hours of your day, and all the little minimal tasks you can either begin to outsource or do them in the evening. I don't think there's ever going to come a time where I'm not working 3, 4, 5, 6 nights a week after hours on my business to some degree. Okay? So that's it. 3 practical tips for insurance agencies. I like practical tips because I think that some of these things that are out there and being shown as tips are things that you already know, but these are things that are real. And when people tell me you have a time management or time confusion problem, you need to spend your day working on income producing activity, I say, what about the small stuff? I just gave you the answer. You got to do it after hours. This isn't a 9 to 5 job. So make it work. If you want it to work, you're going to have to work. Or you can go back to having a 9 to 5 job where you work for somebody else and you don't have to worry about working on the business because it ain't yours. But then you'll never own it. You never have the satisfaction of it. So this is the hard truth of the 3 practical tips for insurance agencies. I hope you like it.